I was majorly suffering from migraine headaches since I was in college.
Okay.
First, the doctor thought that it's an eye issue. We checked that out. It wasn't the case. And then he put me on medication for 3 months, 6 months. But then I realized I cannot go on with medication for the rest of my life. So allopathic didn't work. I tried homeopathy. I tried Ayurvedic. Nothing seemed to work. And I used to have these aches in my head at least 3 to 4 times a week. And
Headaches 3 to 4 times a
a
week.
week, definitely. And then it used to be such a excruciating pain that I had to pop in a Calpol or a painkiller, and I had to sleep that night. And only next day would I be like 70% fine. Still, I would take 2 days to recover.
So this was happening to you since you were in college.
Yes, since I was in college.
What is your age now?
I'm 41.
41. We met 2019.
Yes.
So that time you would be 36, something
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
And since college, you were having this problem.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So, and then we met and then you started changing your diet, right?
Absolutely.
I advised you to change your diet.
Yes.
And how did you see the changes once you changed your diet?
So, look, it took some time. From August, we did a 6 month program, and I saw that the headaches had started reducing from 3 to 4 days. It got down to 2 days, then one day. And suddenly I realized after, I think, a few months only, that they just stopped. And I was really amazed that how can this happen? So it was probably something I was eating which was not working for me. So by following that, because of the drastic change, I was so happy that imagine, Karan, it's been 2019, we're sitting in Jan 2025. I still follow the same routine. It's become my lifestyle. And I think it's just helping me even to this day.
And last 5 years, headaches have been
Nothing. What I'm telling you happened 3 days a week is probably 3 times in a year.
very nice.
That also, I know why it happens. Because, maybe I've skipped a meal or haven't eaten for a long time, or if it's the sun, or now I know why it is there. Earlier, I wouldn't even know why it's happening to me. Now it is in my control and it does not happen, I think, like I told you, 3 days a year,
Rare.
maybe. I
Yeah.
mean, 3 times a year.
And I think this is a very important learning for everyone because 95% of headaches are because of the gut. So once you change your food, you eat more plant-based, more real foods, less of processed, less of junk foods, your gut bacteria start changing, your gut health starts improving, and as a result of which your headaches just disappear. And this is exactly what happened with Ridhi. And last 5 years, no headache from someone who was having headache 3 to 4 times in a week. What an inspiration for so many viewers. Now, Ridhi, before we close this,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on the change of culture, food system that has happened in last 10, 15 years? People from eating more natural plant-based are now moving more towards processed packaged foods. What are your message for them?
So, see, I really believe that being a country which has such strong heritage and culture in food, we are moving towards the Western influence very much. So, that should go away. And we have to realize that our own food has so many benefits for our body, for our life, that if we just follow that, we don't need to go into any kind of processed or packaged or, like fancy ingredients like nowadays it's you should have your avocado and you should have your you don't need to do that. You just stick to your region, your culture, your Indian foods, plant-based healthy food, and you'll just see a change. I mean, you don't have to go into medication. I feel at least small things can be really sorted.
Absolutely.
And you feel so light, energetic. You don't People feel that nutrition is only for people who want to lose weight or want to look like a certain kind. I think it's your lifestyle.
Very true.
Food has become my lifestyle. This plan of yours has become my day-to-day way of living, and I see so much change. So I think if you can do it, and it's not difficult at all.
Very
Not
true.
at all.
Very true. And see, once a while, as you said, here and there is okay.
See, we go on
Correct.
vacation, we
Yes.
won't stop eating.
Correct.
But anyways, what affects us is what you do every day.
Correct.
Once in 10 days, if you're going out and if you're having a good meal, you enjoy. God has made everything in this world for you to enjoy.
Exactly.
But on a daily basis, if we just apply these few things, I don't think you have to go to any doctor.
Brilliant. Today, so many people are suffering with poor gut health. So many people are suffering with headaches and migraines. What would be your couple of messages for them?
And I think the main thing which helped me, Karan, which I realized was dairy, going off dairy. Because that was the only thing you majorly changed in my diet. Because I was almost doing everything else. Dairy was something, because how you explain that hormones are injected and we are having those hormones and that plays with our system, I think dairy has made a very big difference.
Very well said. I think, so many people in India are consuming milk products on a regular basis. It's in
Absolutely.
our culture.
Yes.
And not realizing that the milk that was 100 years back and the milk that we're consuming now is very, very different.
Absolutely.
And these milk products have added hormones which disrupts, gut health and hormone imbalance, from headaches to acne to skin to gut health. It gets disrupted by these added hormones in dairy. So
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you brought out this point, because removing milk products from day to day is vital for our good health.
Absolutely. And we don't want to do it because we feel that being a vegetarian, where are you going to get your calcium from? Where are you going to get your protein from? We didn't even realize that there are so many other sources to give us these nutrients and not just rely on milk and milk products,
Very well
That
said.
is something which we were not aware of. We've all studied in school, but somehow we just didn't know about these things, and we can get it from so many other sources. So we don't need to stick to dairy and dairy products.
Very well said. Could you highlight 3, 4 foods that you added new, like drumsticks or whatever, which really have become part of your routine and which are super healthy?
So I feel drumsticks is very important. It's very tasty also. Now we all like it. Sattu pani, you had told me,
Yeah.
that is become like, even when I go on vacation, I carry sachets of sattu with me. Everybody knows ki she's not going to have breakfast. She's going to just mix a sattu and she'll be fine for 3 hours.
And brilliant plant protein.
Yes, it's really good. And also another thing which you introduced us to, those different seeds. I had no idea that you could have pumpkin and flax and sunflower and
Correct.
be so good about it. Tal makhana. We
Yeah.
would have it only when we were not well. Dadi or Nani used to give us tal makhana ki bukhar hai, kha lo. But that's become a part of our everyday snack, which is so healthy. So I think these 3, 4 things have really, really helped me a lot.
Brilliant. Someone who was suffering with headaches since years, and just by changing her diet, food, lifestyle, she could reverse that. And I'm sure all of us can do that. Thank you so much, Riddhi. I'm sure your story would be an inspiration for so many people watching. One last message for
Yes,
all the
please.
viewers.
Yes, please. So I think you can really, like I said, that food and nutrition is not just for people who want to lose weight. Everybody needs to stick to it because it's a part of our lifestyle, make it a part of our systems so that we don't have to go to doctors and medicine. And also, I feel that we don't need to go to doctors for medicines. Food is our best medicine. If we eat right, if we have it correctly, it'll be the best friend which we have. We don't have to be scared of food. It can be our best friend and it can stay with us lifelong instead of medication.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.